I sing the whale song like I was in martyrdom, in the mix, and it keeps echoing and echoing and echoing. I've got a quiver holding blessings and peacock feathers fall with the rain, like a bolt of lightning thrown from a sling. Watch them explode in an aura and pink bliss and blessing. From a high plead my prayer over Venice Beach. Supernovas take over. I'll remain this man of faith, casting vipers into grace, watching the rust make the vanity change and erase whose teeth couldn't sink and conquered greed. And it keeps echoing and echoing and echoing, fighting poverty from the streets. In the Cali I seek a key, any member. Breaking bread from the star in Mexico, camouflage at a bar in a desert, washing my hair in a glass of scotch, getting arrested for walking the streets, held in jail for an hour until the Catholic Church held me in. Echo, I walk for miles per hour until I reach the east border of Mexico, where the God of sufficiency met me. The way of escape to bring change to my fate. Things were dark, but for my God I was lost before his rod. I woke up like a young Icarus, strapped on my shoes and the lighting was on. And knelt to be one that knew the sun, building altars, pouring my well in places across the nation where I dedicated myself to prayer. And the since echoes I wandered like a leopard, chased the I am in me, think I saw clarity in my selfless insanity. Carried on like this Nebuchadnezzar for 8 years, roughly climbed mountains of Mexico to shout out my destiny. Arrived in Lafayette, got arrested for public disturbance while I tried to preach my death away. Got out and went to the city where I wanted nothing but to die. Pulled out my blood from my veins, spit to the ground, survived to make it to leave a house. It's okay to walk again. Courage and over sin, I triumphed north until I was taken into the spirit of Elohim. In a blessed nation never known martyrdom, I made my way to the mountains, despised to be called up to the air. Walked roads, drawing camels, pulling flows through the eye of a needle. I long to be loved, and I still got the waters. Oh, hey, yeah, I still have this spring. You think this blind-eyed guy might be worse than that thirst? I think one victor's brought out the waters of a cistern. Sweetest waters, every moment that I'm blessed to be a being of life. Every trial or upset that brings me into faith, in a vibrance of care, like a veil before a curtain, behind a tent within a cloud. Hate, oh, As days continued, they continued to seem as they wouldn't ever cease. Every bridge, life, its truth spent, love and hope, made weak faith fade. Life to the deep trials, burdened and heavy weight, found way to create endless days under the heat of shame. Many fearful serrated rope and times. Minds fight, life tried to climb upon the mountain tights and the church lights. Life seems to quiet efforts in the day. Sun's lit night with dance. A man in oneness could ever have lever to receive or surrender wisdom for visions and count on one man. No honest transformation, finding balance in aberration and leading a path to another. But for God who's word of faith, as righteousness saves in Jesus' name. Someday in a land far away from here, when I see thrones and kings adorned with emeralds, when the lamb robed light shines epic in the city, when the soldiers, pilgrims press for the last stretch of Spence, in a race seeming so far, but to close the gap there's no distance, for the purpose of the reconciled men and priest find upon the seas fire amidst the glass, mingle in the offering, and the foot of the express the crowns these kings presented. Light, glorious reach, covering fleece for the identity of kings. Word of faith, grace, believing oneness of ways, like the rivers flow and return to the place from which they came, as though a breath might return to the place from which it's sent, hovering our heart over thoughts like wise ones' remarks, and the words spoken forth, the account of the one born upon this mysterious chosen course. Ooh.